BMW 5 Series 545e review. But before we start, please support us by pressing the like and subscribe buttons, so that we can continue to provide information about car and motorcycle news. Also turn on the bell button to get the latest updates. Your support means a lot to us. Thank you. The firm has been anticipating breaking through that barrier since August 2020, when it announced 3 new PHEV model derivatives for the 5 Series range. As a result of those additions, the popular 530e can now be had in both saloon and touring estate body styles, and in both rear and four-wheel drive mechanical configurations. But there is also the subject of this week's road test to tempt you to lump a little more on your electrified executive saloon, the 6-cylinder 545e. With this car, BMW completes a circle it began drawing just over a decade ago with its very first petrol-electric 5 Series, the F10-generation ActiveHybrid 5. That car combined a turbocharged straight-six petrol engine with an electric motor, but back in 2011 that electric motor could develop only about half the power of the 545e's equivalent component, and it drew current from a battery pack a fraction the size of the one in our test subject. Electric range was a claimed 2.5 miles. The ActiveHybrid 5 was a water testing exercise, and it proved warm enough that, over the next decade, BMW turned to 4-cylinder petrol-electric power for its first serious waves of 30e Badge 3 and 5 Series PHEVs. Now the firm is returning to the idea of a silken straight-six working in league with a torque-rich electric drive motor to add greater energy, dynamism and desirability to its electrified 5 Series range. So will the 545e be the company car tax-efficient executive sports saloon that finally lowers you to plug in? The 5 Series lineup at a glance. BMW's 5 Series range now comprises 4-cylinder mild hybrid petrol and diesel engines, 4 and 6-cylinder petrol-electric plug-in hybrids, an inline 6-cylinder mild hybrid, and 2 petrol V8 powered performance options. Almost the only thing missing from it, perhaps ironically, is a traditional straight-six petrol option. Where it isn't standard fit, 4-wheel drive can now be added as an option on every derivative bar the 520i. Trim levels start with SE and progress through M Sport, M Performance and full M car tiers. The 545e builds on the mechanical makeup of the 530e in some ways but leaves it intact in others. Unlike the 4-cylinder electrified 5 Series, it's available exclusively with a 4-door saloon body and xDrive intelligent 4-wheel drive. The electrified portion of the car's powertrain is identical to the 530e's, and if there's a disappointment to be noted anywhere in this section, that is probably it. The car is part powered by an AC synchronous electric motor of almost exactly the same outputs as that of the 530e, 107 bhp, 195 pounds-foot. It's mounted between the piston engine and 8-speed automatic gearbox and, in tandem with an electronically controlled clutch, doubles as a substitute torque converter. The motor draws on a lithium-ion drive battery beneath the back seats, which operates at 354 volts and stores up to 10.8 kilowatt-hours of usable electric current for the car to run on, just as it does in a 530e. That makes for an advertised all-electric range of up to 33 miles, and that, in a market in which the best 50,000 pounds to 60,000 pounds PHEVs are now nudging 50 usable miles of electric range, certainly isn't a standout selling point. The 2998cc turbocharged 6-cylinder engine ought to be, though. Where rival plug-in execs generally stick with lighter, leaner running 4-cylinder motors, the 545e straight-six can make 282 bhp and 332 pounds-foot all on its own. In the UK, the 545e comes with a choice of BMW's long-established SE or M Sport trim levels, but if you want to be confident of securing the most tax-efficient status for your car, SE, with 18 inches wheels as standard and ACO2 lab test score from 40 grams/km, may be the one to have. Plump for M Sport and you can go for an M Sport Pro option package that brings adaptive dampers, 20 inches alloy wheels and run-flat tires with it. Our test car had it, but it does reduce the car's WLTP lab-rated electric range to less than 30 miles and, by doing so, will bump it up a couple of benefit-in-kind tax bracket percentage points. On the scales at Mira, our test car weighed 2,046 kilograms, just over 100 kilograms more than BMW's lightest curb weight claim for it because of plenty of fitted optional equipment. These days, you'd hope a mid-sized electrified saloon might be a little lighter, but at least the 545e's weight is distributed as sweetly as it could be, there being only 2 kilograms to separate the burden carried by the car's front and rear axles.
Thanks for watching.
Drop a like, leave a comment,
And don't forget to subscribe to watch more videos like this.